A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for block. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Formation for these receivers. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Still looking on the move. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spot. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Gives it on the option. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down. It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big 1st down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive. Make sure they get to this quarterback.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heel. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a man, it's Brown.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Sun Devils are on the move. On the move. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He's got it, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the 1st.
Slams ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just step it up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Coming out with it, it's Hayden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. They go to the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top. There he goes! Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. they had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Fires to the big fella. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Finds a little space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level, creating big lanes for this running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Back to pass. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Castellanos. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. It's complete on the right side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly. Make an accurate...
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Line is set on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, UNC! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page with that touchdown catch. They now take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets enough. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Quarterback keeps it, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll get rid of it. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Got his man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's the 4th quarter, 4th down. We gotta get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver. Whatever. And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes and nowhere to run.
The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Castellanos. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a dunk.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 3rd. Buys a little time. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to get it in. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Down, he's going to sneak it. And they'll nose it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it for the play and for the game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.